All right, we are back at the gas station, and apparently we're looking out for house-sized cars, which is wonderful that I gave myself that reminder because I completely forgot. I think I could probably do all of this floor just so I can be at the front by the time I get to the point where I need to start looking out for cars because things tend to happen about at 10% increments. And since nothing happened at 50, I'm going to assume something's going to happen at 60. So I want to be out front for when that happens. So I'm trying to do the floor back here before I have to go look at cars. So we're back to it. And also, yeah, I did 100% change my stream title to look out for house-sized cars when I finished last time, and thank goodness, because when I got on today, I was like, I don't even remember what I'm cleaning. I was actually thinking as I booted up Twitch, I was like, what do I change my stream title to today? I don't remember what I'm cleaning. And then it was already changed. Sometimes forethought is good. And by sometimes, I mean most times. Planning ahead, man. It does help. It helps. Okay, I need to turn around and do that before I forget to, because I will forget to for like ever. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh. All right, now we go this way. So you can forget to do the other side, like I do. I guess there's a pretty firm, oh, it's probably right here. I was like, where's playground border edge for the curb? I did not do this on the other side, so who knows where I stopped. Let's go. Vibrant colors are so good. Also, if anyone does happen to be hanging out, Merry Christmas, and or I hope you had a good Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. I hope you had a good Hanukkah if you celebrate Hanukkah. I think Kwanzaa happened too. I know basically nothing about Kwanzaa, despite the fact that I grew up in a fairly multicultural neighborhood and had a lot of friends that celebrated a lot of different holidays. I don't think I ever knew anyone who celebrated Kwanzaa. So I'm not even entirely sure what, no, I've never had a person who celebrates Kwanzaa explain to me what Kwanzaa is, which I feel like is important. Like, I've had someone who celebrates Hanukkah tell me what Hanukkah is, and so Hanukkah makes sense to me, even though I don't celebrate it. Or at least it makes sense to me in the capacity that that person explained it to me. But Kwanzaa's never one I understood. Same with Boxing Day. I don't know what Boxing Day is or why it's a thing. I know it's a thing. I have heard of it before. I have no idea what Boxing Day is or what Boxing Day is supposed to be, question mark. All right, I thought that was texture. Where in the playground floor have I not? I guess maybe behind here. Yep. Nice. Good job, me. And that was only 5%, which means I should be able to at least finish up this curb on this side and get some of this floor done. I'm trying to keep an eye on my percentage. Once I hit 59%, I'm going to try to head to the front so I can see any house-sized cars. So I'm going to try to clean this like one brick at a time, essentially. I know this isn't brick, let's be real. If it's concrete, it's probably stamped. But I'm going to try to do it one at a time so I can really have a controlled measure of when to stop, and those are more narrow. Why did you stamp these at different sizes? Most decorative concrete is stamped. It's not like poured in section by section. They just do the whole thing and then they stamp whatever onto it, a pattern, lines, etc. Not like tile. I mean, you can buy concrete slabs, I guess, and tile them yourself. That just sounds like a hassle. I think they did it just so you would, like, players would be able to see the textural difference between, like, the inside and the outside of, like, the different floors, which makes sense. Beautiful. Excellent. Get it clean. What other holidays have happened? I feel like everything's in December, and I don't know why. I guess not everything's in December. I just happened to grow up in a household where most of our holidays were celebrated in December, which isn't, like, strange or weird or anything. It's just the way my family was. But we also celebrated Christmas on December 24th, which apparently is kind of weird, according to a lot of people that I have spoken to. They're like, you do what now? I'm like, yeah, everything happens on December 24th. December 25th, I don't know her. December 25th just doesn't feel like Christmas to me. December 24th does. Remember when I said I was going to do it one row at a time, and then I just started doing it this way? So good at listening to myself. It's the ADHD brain. I don't know how to fix that. Drugs, probably. I don't have any drugs for my ADHD brain because I've never been diagnosed with ADHD despite everything about me. Yeah, if left to my own devices, I am mostly a mess. That was another, like, full percent. Goodness gracious. Okay. Keep an eye on my percentages. So I didn't want to get distracted, and here I am getting distracted. It's because I'm going the whole way across. I need to make a line. That way I know where to stop. Or I just do it this way. I just don't like going this way as much. I don't know, it feels weird. Minecraft villager noises. And that's at 57. I think I should be able to finish this back, like, patio area. Without having to worry about missing the houses. The house-sized cars. $58. This is going to be like when I was doing the pyramid and I was, like, really keeping track of how much percentage I would get done within, like, a number of hours. I needed to know. It was very important to me. I was trying not to leave people hanging. Okay, 58. I don't think we're going to hit 59 quite. No, but I am going to be annoyed that I'm missing, like, a speck on this floor. Yep, nothing pinged. Pressing the dirt button. And it cracks. Thought I saw dirt up here. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of dirt up here. Oh, I never did the bottoms. That explains it. Okay. Floor. Racks. There we go. Okay. Still at 58, so I can maybe finish this side. Because I'll hit 59, yep, soon-ish. But then, given the amount of time it took me to hit 58, I think I can at least sweep this off. And I can kind of see that side of the road. I just don't know where they're going to come from. So I gotta be at the ready. Come on, man. Don't want to miss the house-sized cars. A new job is available. Powerwash Services, 2 quick questions. Are you open for business? Yes. Do you have a gravel pit to slow down out-of-control vehicles? I'm fast approaching your yard. I don't think I have a gravel pit. I'm also not home right now, but that's a different story. Okay, that's my 60% notification. Where are the cars at? Did they come at 80? Man, it's a good thing I did not wait last time I was streaming. Would have been there forever. I say, it's only, I don't think it's been that long. I don't even remember when I started streaming, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of push the button and then, like, the world disappears. Somewhere there's a counter. Somewhere. Not in my brain, but somewhere. Okay. See that piece of dirt. Floors and large walls will forever be the death of me. Outside of this, because I don't think I did. Apparently I did. I'll remember this. Okay. I guess that's my next line, because I already drew part of it. And I was doing the barrels, no doubt. Excellent. Gotta get this under control. Okay. Well, the good news is that now we're done with the back, so I don't really have to worry about not being at the front when any house-size vehicles come through. Because I'm already up here. I wonder how most people play this game. Do they, like... Because I'm a firm believer in the top-down approach, you know? Start at the top, work your way down. Makes sense. They're parking spaces? They are now. Your sign from the other side. Hold on. It's finishing up your curb. Like, I'm already in constant awe of people who play this game with the camera locked. That, to me, is incredible. I could never. Despite the fact that turning is really hard. Alright, our next marker is going to be this curb. I also just love to draw out my outlines and then work my way in. I don't remember if I did the fire station on stream when I played the first game, but the fire station roof, I like went through the whole roof, checkered it, essentially. I made myself little boxes, and then I cleaned my boxes one by one. Old-fashioned air machine. The problem, though, is when you do top down, right, you end up accidentally hitting some of the bottom, like that just now I did on the floor, getting this. And then you end up with weird shapes on the bottom. That's why I was wondering. I was thinking about it. Like that line. That line's just there now. Perfect. I mean, everything's going to get cleaned eventually, right? Like, I'm not going to leave anything dirty. I just, like, think about it. Think about the pattern of cleaning. Bum, ba, da, dum, bum, ba. Slightly more control when I clean up and down than when I clean side to side. Today, not always, but today, I am noticing. It's weird. I don't know why my muscles are like this. You know people who make like power washing videos on the internet, like real power washing? Go outside and they like clean their stones, slabs, driveways, etc. Sometimes I see them and the people will like draw patterns into them before they power wash the whole thing, and I'm always like, the picture you are drawing is invariably going to be cleaner than the rest of what you are cleaning. Like, unless you go over it in the same amount of like time and attention that you did when you were originally drawing your picture, it's not going to be the same. In a video game, yeah, it's going to be the same. But in real life, no. It's not. All right, I think I need to do the walls first and the inside of that ceiling for sure. And then the rest of these standing structures and then the floor. I did that when I did the boat. I remember I did the boat on stream. And for the boat especially, I was very much chunking it. I would like draw lines to be like, do this section, then do that section. It's just nice to see your like individual sections get clean, you know? Like, I'm gonna try to draw the edge of this right now. That's gonna be hard. Mostly because I get too excited and I go too fast in one direction. I think the answer is I'm better at drawing straight lines vertically. Like, I just attempted to correct that horizontal line and it was a situation. Anyhow. Let us go and see what things you are advertising on your service station. Spray. I don't know what kind of spray, but spray. We have gasoline. We have some antlers. I'm so happy that antlers dinged. It would have been a pain if I had to climb to the top just to Clean the top of the antlers. I can't even see this one because it's so shiny. Let's do the whole thing. Roof spots I left. And 3. 3 what? Ooh, man, the dirt on this stucco looks bad. Ooh, hello? A D&D player? I would say tell me more, but maybe not any truly identifying details. What does that sign even... I can't even read the sign. The glare is insane. Baryon 3, and tame the bull. That's not a... Okay, that's not a real, like, surface. That's just a decoration, I assume. If you found a new D&D player, that means I actually have to, like, start writing a campaign now. Or finish writing my campaign. Depending on, do they have the interest in the Disney one? Or do I need to make a more classic D&D one? I don't know if I told you guys about my D&D campaigns. I know I mentioned it, but I don't know how detailed we got. Like, the first one was very Disneyland-centric. Which is like, fine. You're a Disney person. Some people are. Some people are not. Classic. Yeah, it's just a classic. I gotta write a classic. I guess I could turn one of my books into a D&D campaign. I don't even know how to go about starting to write an actual D&D campaign other than, like, I am telling a story, you are providing some of the details. And then things will happen. My worst thing is, I think, in terms of writing, like, a D&D campaign for me, is I don't have a really good hold on items. So, like, I recognize that people need new items, and when they're like, I'm going to go to a shop and get new items, my brain isn't like, yes, you see these things on display. I'm just like, I don't, yeah, you can upgrade your items, IDK. I don't know how to give people interesting items. Oh, and then there's the mysticism of items. I have an issue with that too. Like, I kind of like in stories, like if you read books, when people find things and they're like, I don't know what this is or what this does, and they have to, like, experiment and figure it out. I love that. In D&D, you always got the one person with the identify spell, and it gets rid of everything. And I'm like, play, experiments. But everyone just has a magic button nowadays that they're like, identify. And I'm like, I guess, but I feel like it gets rid of some of the fun. For me in particular. I'd rather figure it out. I think it's fun. Anywho, yeah, I do gotta apparently start writing a new D&D campaign. That'll be fun. I'll enjoy that. And by a new, I mean a first, question mark? A second? I don't really have much of it done. Did the bottom of the wall ding as well? Yes, okay. Figure out how much. Oh, these are attached. Okay, they're attached. This rocking chair is about to give me some trouble. And I didn't even know it moved. I just thought it was going to give me some trouble. Yeah, this I cleaned, like, partially from the roof. So I knew this wall was going to be kind of messy. Now on my brain, I'm like doing this, but I'm also trying to think through how to like run a D&D campaign. It's mostly items. Items are my biggest flaw. Which is probably not a usual concern. How far up on this chair can I jump? Oh, bless. Higher. Higher! God, I could have gotten to the roof this way. Clean this spool while I'm here. Around. Get that chair. Blast it. And down. Alright, this corner's gonna look a mess until I'm finished, but that is okay. Just turn a little bit and you see a bunch of stuff. See the bottom side of this chair and the back side of this chair. Let's go. You know what I actually think would be easier for me in making a D&D campaign? If I started with characters first. If I got like a group of people and they all just made characters and I was like, tell me about your character. Like you get to make your backstory. And then I worked from that point to write the rest of the story. I think that would be easier for me. Because I can write a story around a character. I've done that before. That's not that bad. But coming up with a full story and then having to like insert some characters in there, that sounds harder. I've also done like, oh God, this is going to date me. Way back in the days, old like internet forum role playing. I used to do that when I was in like high school for fun. I would join RP forums on the internet. And then it was just like whenever you were online, you know? And usually like out of respect, you would wait for like a couple of other people to reply before you replied. So it was kind of like a delayed RP situation. But it was fun. It was just like very narrative storytelling, like group collaboration storytelling on the internet. I enjoyed it a lot. That was a good time. I miss those forums. Some of those friends that I made in those forums are actually still like friends that I keep up with on occasion. I think we all like added each other on some social media back in the day. So I still get like updates. There we go. Doing this ceiling right now is going to kill me. Just for the record. About to die doing this ceiling. I hate ceilings. I did the shooting gallery and that was atrocious. Jessica's Antiques and Collectibles. All right, ceiling, let's go. But also, let's be real, walking backwards and doing the ceiling is going to be infinitely worse. So I'm going to try to get like a foot, 2 feet of cleaning done on this side, and then I'm going to turn around. I need to get it to the point where I can like look forward in the other direction. All right, that side looks good. Blue cicada. You can hear the rumbling. I don't hear it, Lou. I can hear it, feel rumbling deep down in my guzzle. I forgot about the houses. The cars, the house cars. I was like so deep in this like D&D thought process that I completely forgot about the houses. Oh my gosh. Scam. All right, am I good? This part's gonna suck, but we'll make it work. I thought I heard a car. I'm like a crazy person. I mean, I am a crazy person, let's be real. I want to see the house-sized cars. Want to see the house-sized cars. I'm trying to get down to that corner, and then I'll do the other corner, and then I should be good to clean the inside without worrying about it. Close enough? Next corner. I should be making like a little triangle here, essentially, on the inside. I was way further down on this side than I was on the other side. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna go outside and do the edges first. Yeah. I'll get some scattered cleaning done on the inside as I do this. To like announce that at 80%, I am gonna look for these cars. 80%! Okay, other side. Perfect. Well, not like perfect, but you know, getting there. Go, go. Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking, like, for the purposes of building, like, thought I heard a car. For the purposes of building a D&D campaign, right? If I start from a character-driven standpoint, I would love a character-driven standpoint to be like, you know, what's your character? Do you have a tragic backstory? Whatever. Because ultimately, the best stories, in my opinion, are ones where every character kind of has their own motivation and goals and is doing their own thing. But also, there's an overarching other plot that the characters get involved in some way. And the problem with D&D campaigns is sometimes your characters don't want to do that, which is fine, because that's also the problem with writing a book, I'm going to be honest with you. The number of times I've been like, this book's going to be easy, this is going to happen next, and then my characters are like, no, I'm not going to go there, is a lot. Like a lot. I'm going to be honest with you. I I have a habit of writing unruly characters who just do not want to listen to me. But that also means I have experience with unruly characters who don't want to listen to me, which means that for the purposes of like translating that to a D&D campaign, should work, I think. And should be fine. Are beautiful. Okay, that means the top should be done. I am not going to check all those light bulbs individually because I don't want to. Yeah, but if I think I start from like, you know, everyone makes their own characters, right? And then I'm like, cool, I can build a plot around that. I think that will work for me better. Again, my problem's going to be items. When do you offer people upgrades? What is too overpowered or not too overpowered? Like, these are not things that I inherently know that I feel like a lot of, like, dungeon masters know. What is this weird multicolored grime you have on your gas station? I have concerns. God, though, but imagine, like, you've lived at this gas station for, like, who knows how long, because all the people said they're literally inside right now. And then you come back outside and you're like, wow, I didn't remember the walls are yellow. Because you just haven't seen it in that long. Because, like, mild offense to these guys, but when's the last time you saw the real color of these things? Post isn't done? What part of the post did I miss? I saw some dirt right there. Oh, a whole little back sliver of it. And more purple grime. How does it turn purple? Like, that's the real question. Don't know how it turns purple. Get it? Yeah, that's how you get the roofs of things. Ladders, I don't know where. Besides, Power Washer guy can jump. Power Washer guy should join the Olympics for a high jump. He's so good. Walked so far backward I crashed into the other gas station. Nice. I'll finish your curb, I guess. So part of me was just thinking, because I mentioned that the people who own this gas station are, like, still inside of it, or, like, they told me they were still inside of it, which is kind of weird, but whatever. I was thinking that I would clean the windows of the wall last, because I thought that would be funny to be like, ta-da, now you can see your whole thing. But as far as, like, power washing goes, it doesn't make any sense. Not that the game is supposed to make sense, but I like it when things make sense. So I was like, I probably won't do that. But I did think about it, and I feel like everyone should know that I was thinking about it. But like ultimately, if you're properly cleaning something, top to bottom, you do the floor last. I know how this goes. I'm not an amateur. I'm a professional power washer in video games. I know what I'm about. I forgot to do the other side. I didn't forget. I didn't know if I was going to. I hadn't made that decision yet. But I have now. And I'm going to do these out to here in straight-ish lines. Then I'm going to go do my walls. Standing a little too close. What? There we go. And then I do my floors, and then I'm all done. Beautiful. Start on this side. With Jessica's. Yeah, I also have like a mild concern about like naming things in a D&D campaign because like, you know, you have to make all the NPCs and they gotta have names. And then I remember Dune. And then I worry about it a little less. Shout out Frank Herbert for getting rid of that concern for probably most people. I would assume. I don't know if you guys have ever read Dune or know anything about Dune. It's like a pretty popular movie now. It's like, you know, a very, what we would consider epic sci-fi. But also, like, the main character's name is Paul. Just Paul. And also his mom's name is Jessica! Which I just think is the funniest thing in the world. It's like the most jarring thing. It's in like the first page of Dune. It's like they introduce you to this epic planet of epic proportions, and then they're like, yeah, and your main character, Paul. And you're like, okay. Especially if you're a person who's like read sci-fi, usually the names are all crazy. Beautiful. Ouch. Lubri something. Lubri. Cool. All right, just make sure I got all that. Gosh, your wall is disgusting. I mean, I guess you don't really clean outside walls. Like most people who own businesses probably don't clean the outside walls. You'll clean like the outside glass, but not the outside walls. But I'm like really thinking you should now. I do feel like all this caked on dirt should be like closer to the bottom, not like at the top. But, you do you, I guess. Next wall. Yeah, like why is it here? I guess this is like almost hand level, but like who is touching it here? Oh, unless these people smoke. If they are addicted to nicotine, this is probably about the height where most of the smoke gets blown. It's about eye height. I'm not that familiar with smoke, but I know it's like really dirty. Opening times, always. Even right now, while it's being power washed. That sign's not clean yet. Is it because I didn't do it on this side? Or is it because I can't really get the top? Probably do it from an angle. It's done, 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 done. Okay, door. Or frame? Or top, door, handle, door, key thing. Sometimes the key thing is something. Not today, apparently. And window. Beautiful. All right, already that wall. So now we go window. Sorry, I just noticed I'm at 78%, which means I need to start looking out towards the street more. I don't know if cleaning the window and the wall is going to get me to the point where the 80% is where I'm hoping the house has car passes by. But we'll find out. Go edge, go edge. This side, I guess. Some part of this window isn't clean. There we go. Okay, window. Got the window. Wall. Finish the wall. And then we're on floor. The last 20% of this is floor. The problem is that it's not floor, is that I've missed a few spots, apparently, because if I only had floor left, well, maybe it's counting, like, the curbs differently, you know? Just like right now, some of the wall. I don't know where the dirty is on the wall. Did I get the corner? The wall looks good. Poof. Saw a spot. Corner up here. I look at like crevices. They're usually the parts I miss. Here, see these. I saw one at the bottom. I feel personally like these edges around door frames should be a different. Oh, is it the bottom of that? Okay, hold on. I have to jump up again. Yep. Found it. Okay. Cool. Now the question is like how many different titles do these floors have? Because I feel like I'm nearing the end, but also depends on how many titles there are. Because if they're listed differently, you know, they'll be listed differently. Because we have like front floor, forecourt floor. That's all one piece. And then we have like curbs and whatnot. So I don't know how many pips there are going to be, but I'm like going to get to the end and there's going to be like, you have a bunch left, because it'll give me the list if I only have like 3 left, but sometimes it doesn't. Curb, stop flashing. I am working on it, not you. The flashing thing comes from the list, and I think they flash in alphabetical order, which is fine, except for, like, I know I have to clean the curb. I can see the dirt. It is helpful. I just get rid of, like, the pips for it, though. I remember when I cleaned that first van, I was like, what on earth is this little pip for? And it was for that. I need to go clean this back floor, too. I wanted to clean the curbs and see if that helped. And now the other one's flashing. You really have no chill, do you, game? No chill at all. Perfect. Okay. Finish this guy, since apparently... Do they only flash, like, at a certain percentage? Is that it? Like, when they're at the point where they're like, I'm this much done, come finish. That could be it. No, maybe they're just all flashing now. I don't know. This one just, like, immediately started flashing. As long as they don't flash while I'm working on them. If they flashed while I was working on them, that would bother me quite a lot. Very good, very good. This way, because I'm sure I missed some spots under the table because I do it blindly. See you. Did we see a vehicle? We have not yet seen a vehicle. At 70, what happened? Someone texted me to say that they were coming so I can clean something of theirs, and that's fine. And then at 80, what's his name? Picate? I think his name. No, Picate was from the carnival. Whoever I'm cleaning this place for messaged me to say that they could hear the rumbling. But then nothing. No vehicle. No vehicle yet. I'm still thinking about it. I've been obsessively thinking about it. But I am now entirely in the front, as far as I know. There's a chance that I missed like a few specks on some parts in the back, and I might have to go back later. But at the moment, as far as I'm aware, I only have front stuff left to do. I should maybe check that list, honestly. Did I never clean the outside of this curb? There we go. Curb. List? Oh, the game froze. Air pump crank handle. What is that? Oh, air pump. This guy. This? That little tiny thing? Okay, cool. Cool. Gas pump handle. Gas pump dispenser. Cool. I got it somehow. Yes. Garage door. Floorboarder, a wall. And the wagon wheel hub. That's not the wagon wheel hub. Garage doors over here. Oh, I can see some of your markings. Couldn't see before. Wagon wheel. Okay. A wall. 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 Nope. Wall. Wall. I saw a flash. It's this. Where? Is it up top? It's up top, isn't it? Hold on. Let's see. Get up there. It's like definitively on this side. I still don't see. Oh, is it down? Did I crouch? No, I crouched. Thing here looks fine. Do my edges just to be sure. Is it in the crack? Hold on. No, it doesn't look like it's in the crack. All right, dirt button. And nothing is happening. Not that wall. Not that wall. That wall. Where? Oh gosh, well you're dirty. I can see you hanging at me. Wood's always giving me a problem. Oh my gosh, I missed like the entire side of this thing. What on earth was I on? Okay. And now this wall. There's nothing here. I have cleaned this wall like 3 times over. I am pressing the dirt button. Nothing is happening. Where is the dirt? And where are the house-sized vehicles? Pressing the dirt button. Oh, I saw a little flash. No? Okay. I am spamming the dirt button. Walk this way a little bit. Spam the dirt button again. Where, game? Where? Just tell me. Oh, right here on this corner? I will say this game doesn't really do corners that well. Do I have to clean it from this side? Like, do you see that line that's happening there? What's dirty? I pushed the button. I see nothing. I'm about to clean every inch of this wall again for like the 5th time. Okay, there we go. Finally. Thank goodness. Floor, not concerned about. I'll get there eventually. Something in the playground? A lot of things in the playground. Oh my gosh. Tower base, tower rail. Apparently I didn't clean this tower particularly well. Right there. I wish I knew how to uncrouch. I can't uncrouch. Game? Can I stand, please? Sometimes I just jump to stand. That was easy. That one? No. No, no, no. No. Okay. Yes, somewhere. Oh, probably between the slats. I need my right there. Okay. Railing looks good. Post, fine. Something on a cactus. Cactus looks good. And the slide guard here? Probably. I don't think I ever crouched cleaning this thing. From the other side, perhaps? From the bottom, perhaps? From the bottom, perhaps. Okay. Cactus, 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 cactus. That looks fine. Okay. There was something about a cactus. I can't find it. Okay. Nope, can't find it. Cactus. Oh, I already. Cactus arm. An arm. Why are there only 3 arms? Does this not count as arm? Is there another cactus I don't know about? Arm. Arm. These don't count as arms. These don't count as arms. Where might another playground cactus arm be? The gas station wall cactuses do not have arms. Jump stand all the time. Yeah, it's like the only foolproof way. It doesn't really work the other way. These cactuses don't appear to have arms. Game. Can you make those do the thing for me? Oh, hide cleaned. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my life just got so much easier. Playground cactus arm. Like, surely it's this, no? But it doesn't say. It also said, like, out of 3. Tower railing, floor, trim, bridge, slide, support. The underneath? That's just support. Support cactus. Support cactus. Is my game broken? Ground cactus. Playground cactus. Cactus window. This is the cactus arm, no? Get on top of the cactus. It's going to re-clean the cactus arms. It doesn't say arm, no matter how I look at them. It doesn't say arm. Nothing is flashing. Bridge, slide, floor, post, pole, border. Oh, this is the cactus road sign. I am so stupid. It was just right underneath playground. Why is cactus road sign underneath playground when the rest of this is in alphabetical order? I've got issues with that choice. Goodness gracious. Okay. There's still another thing in the playground wrong. Why was it? Okay, never mind. We're not going to question this. It doesn't make sense to me. The rail, but not the railing from the back, perhaps? Rail. Grab rail. This thing? That thing. Okay. There's two. I did never clean this from the bottom. Okay. And now we're just on the floor. Goodness gracious. The handle of the stairs. Yeah, the handle of the stairs. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was the whole border, and now we're just on the floor now. Thank goodness. That's what you get when you have too many cactuses in here. Also, again, the alphabetization. Hold on. I'm going to look one more time. Show everything. These are all in alphabetical order. And then you group playgrounds under the alphabet. That doesn't make sense to me. Group cactus sign, like the grouping ones. That doesn't make sense to me. Although, even within the groups, they're not in alphabetical order. Playground, and then cactus road sign, and then tire stacks. Like, some consistency in alphabetization would be nice. Or in just alphabetizing the whole thing. Or at least put the groups where they go alphabetically. I would like that. Or let me change it. Give me a filter option. Like an Excel doc. I'll make my own filters. I love formatting a spreadsheet. I'm obsessed with formatting spreadsheets. I'm so good at it. I do it for fun now. I'll make a spreadsheet for anything. That's silly. Thank you for agreeing with me, Rose. Because I was starting to think that I was the crazy one here. But no. It is. Just like how in this game you can't see your old text messages. I don't like that either. I mean, it's fine for me personally because, like, I'm streaming this, so I have video of it and I can go back and read all my old text messages. But sometimes you miss them, you know? And what about people who read slow? They don't stay on the screen that long. I happen to be a fast reader, but I also get derailed in the middle of reading the sentence. So it would be nice to be able to read my text messages again. Why would they get rid of that? It was in the first game. I wouldn't think that this game would be that much different from the first one. And yet, oh well. Okay, at 90%, I better see a house-sized vehicle or I'm gonna riot. Because that's absurd. Been talking about this forever and I haven't seen one yet. Is this a lip? Like these aren't level? That sounds like a bad choice to me, dude. That is a lip. Why wouldn't these be level? Why are you making cars drive up another lip to get into your gas station? It's probably actually a 3D modeling situation. Do I know what you're cleaning next? Oh, maybe it's the giant car. Maybe. Someone texted me and said they were, like, speeding into my power washing business. They texted to ask if I had a gravel pit that would stop any speeding vehicles. They sent a picture of my power washing business front, but they did not send a picture of their vehicle that I would be cleaning. So I imagine it's some sort of vehicle, but was not told what flavor. I mean, dirty, probably, but Beyond that, I have no idea. But if it is a giant car, a house-sized car, that would satisfy the need. There was also one prior to the car, I think, that I was messaged about previously, but I don't remember what that one was either. I'll have to find out. In approximately 14% of power washing. Let's see. We're almost... I didn't put the gnome back! He won't be there for the final time lapse anyway. I just remembered to put the gnome. About the gnome. I forgot what its name was. Marvin or something? Oh wait, probably not the gnome's name. They said someone's been like living on their roof, goes up there a bunch. And I think they called him Marvin. Unfortunately, since I can't go back and read my text messages, I can't tell you for sure until I go back and rewatch the VODs to figure out name of person living on roof. Calm down, you flashing hearts. I'm getting to you. Ooh, I feel like the lighting just changed, or maybe this floor color is just very different. Beautiful. Love cleaning floors. The floor, I will say, I think should have been harder to power wash. This is a gas station. You would think there'd be like oil spills all over it. That should be harder, no? But so far, like, I mean, I guess this is also like the 0 degree nozzle, but this is pretty chill for a gas station. And the whole floor starts splashing though. That does bother me a little bit. I don't know what you consider to be separate pieces, game. Just have to make it so I can only see one part of the floor at a time. The whole floor flashed because I was looking at the asphalt. It's like I switch back and forth between these two and the game freaks out. It doesn't know what to tell me to clean next. Okay, this side is extra wide for the parking spaces, which I guess does make sense, but I don't know how you expect people to park in here. Lou! Lou is the guy. The big one's a no-show? That is, I can't believe you hyped this up for so long and then nothing. You're right, though. You must think I'm the right one. The things out there, though, you mark my words. Okay. This giant house-sized car better be something I have to power wash later because it's been hyped. I was so excited for it to happen. It's all Lou's fault, but he knows. He knows. He's aware. Oh, man, Lou. Come on. Did you have to do it like that? Just talk about these houses. Even if the game hadn't been like... Well, I guess it depends on if I see one later. Like, one might show up later in the game, and that would be totally fine, and I'd be satisfied. But until then, Lou, you're on thin ice. What button am I pressing? The wrong one. Because sometimes things show up later in the game. Like they're referenced briefly, and I'm like, where is it? And then it appears, and I enjoy that. But I was looking out for the house-sized vehicle. I even like planned my washing so that I would be able to see it. Now it's not here, and that's so sad. All right, this looks good. Next section of payment. I got like 2 more to go. Are you flashing at me? How dare you, after I just cleaned you? That's rude. Cleaning wide expanse of floor. With that glare, I should have done this the other way. That sunlight glare makes it a little hard to see when I'm cleaning. Like, keep walking to get ahead of the sun. Is the sun moving? I mean, I am a little bit. That's going to be so much harder to do that without. If I did a better job sectioning off this floor, I would turn around, but I'll do it. Well, the thing is that I'm trying to clean correctly, which is like, you know, towards the road. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Well, fortunately, question mark, I can do the other one that way. I abide by proper power washing principles. Despite the fact that it really doesn't matter for this game. I see you, little spot. Nice. It's to the edge, and then just one more section of pavement. And no house-sized vehicles. Unless it's the next thing I'm cleaning, which would be pretty fun, I will say. Except for if it is like an actual house. The first house you clean in Powerwash Simulator 1 is like surprisingly large because you have to do like the whole yard. Are you ping? You're your own ping and I missed something? Right here, I could see it. Goodness gracious. I was like, you're still flashing at me. That's a problem with floors. You always miss parts of floors. Okay, let's see if washing in the other direction gives me the same problem with the sun. Try to do this one in like strips. Should help me to not miss spots, but also, yeah, no sun glare this way. Appreciated. The clean lines of floors are just so satisfying to me. What is this? Looks like vomit. I don't like this. I like the purple whatever better. And I didn't like that either. Just go over it a few times. I'm gonna make a line down the middle. It's when I go out too far on the floor that I leave the like scraggly bits that get harder to clean. Hold that there. All right. Oh, yep. See, as soon as you turn around, there's a glare. I don't want to deal with the glare. Maybe I'll just do this one backwards. It should be fine. Just do it in smallish little chunks so I don't miss a spot. Oh yeah, I still have to deal with the mess I made while I was doing the curb. Sorry. My bad. Almost to the end. All done. New items in the shop. Time lapse. Beautiful. Why does he call me sugar? It's so weird. I don't know what to say. Me and Ron have been out front for hours, casing your handiwork with tears in our eyes. We ain't seen the place looking like this for many a year. Where are you from, Lou? What dialect is this? Anyway, look, Ron's giving me this cheeky smile and dashed indoors, and now there's soul music floating out the windows. Let's hope Marvin keeps himself to that roof for the while. Is it the gnome? Is Marvin the gnome? That's what I want to know. Tell me, Lou. I don't know how to actually message you, but I would love to know. All right. I believe it said new items in the shop. I've mostly been buying furniture or walls. And I know this is what I currently have. No, this is what I currently have. So I'm like, I can upgrade technically, but I kind of want to just save up until I can get this guy. Ooh, look at how clean that is. That's a lot of money. 10,000. I'm like, or 10,000 over here. I'm at 6,000. But I've mostly been looking at not cosmetics. These things. A piano? Ooh, this chair looks crazy. Someone was having fun designing just the things that go in the house. A piano. I have like 1,000 monies that I could spend on these guys, so I could buy plenty of them. But I think for now, we're just gonna keep going. Oh yeah, the bandstand was next. Oh, the mobility scooter is what the guy was gonna crash into my house. Okay, come on, man. The mobility scooter. We'll do the bandstand. How am I going to climb to the top of the bandstand? Let's see if I can do it without a ladder. That's always my small little goal. Climb to the top of wherever I am cleaning without using a ladder. Oh, I don't know. Oh, did I hear my kitty cats? Hello, kitty cats. Pet the kitty cat. Squeak. Ulysses and Bubbles is right here. Good cats. Good cats. This is nice. I imagine I can't walk out past this little circle. Yes, Squeak. Just want attention. Doesn't look like there's a good way to just jump up to the top of this thing. But I'm gonna try. Because I don't think the lights extend far enough out for me to jump on top of them. Come on. Jump from like here. Ooh, okay. That's a rough sell. Oh, yeah. Okay. Try again? No. No. Okay. I might have to use a ladder. Come on. Okay. Ah, it's a ladder time. Put the ladder at the back, though. I know they're not, like, super visible in the time lapses anymore, but still. Ooh, the patina on that looks nice. Great job on the animation to whoever designed this. Yeah, I still haven't decided if I'm going to play this game using this power washer the whole time, like I did the first game, or if that's crazy. The first game didn't even have an achievement for it, so I just did it for fun, I guess. And now I'm like, should I do it again for fun? Parky. Now, I imagine you're wondering how in the name of Herbert Heck our bandstand got in such a starry state. I imagine it's old. Well, seeing as if you've been too busy to stop by lately, I'll tell you. Cool. I look forward to this story over the course of several text messages. Hello? Game? Can I jump, please? Thank you. Trying to get to the other side. Now I need to uncrouch, which means jump again. Get in the right spot, dude. Thank you. This background landscape also is beautiful. I love this lake. And you can see the carnival in the background. We'll see what's on the other side. Is Mount Rushless visible? I don't think so. Just look around real quick. This lake is pretty. Someone did a great job making this. There's a bridge. The carnival over here. Beautiful work. Shout out to the many animators that made this. Ooh, those are all gonna ding. All right, I'm gonna have to go through this one at a time to make sure they all ding. They also are all dinging from the front without me doing much for the back, which is interesting. Each one of these ticks up $1. Maybe I should check the achievements to see if it's worth doing the thing in my baby power washer. But in the first game, they give you, you get achievements for actually upgrading your equipment, which I had to collect after I finished the game because I didn't upgrade my equipment at all the whole time. Can't reach that. There we go. Yeah, they do look nicely cleaned. I like that I can hear the sound of my boots on the floor. That's so funny. Alright, top of that is good. Now we have to get in between all these guys and work our way down. White edge while we're here. Don't think I've been in that direction as well, but we'll see. Perfect. Now I should probably do this roof like section by section. I say, continuing to go around in a circle. It makes more sense to do it by section. I admit. I don't actually know how low I can get on this thing before I fall. Probably pretty low. Yeah, everything's fine. Perfect. That's probably the front. I'm gonna clean it in this direction. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. I wonder if I am going to get to clean a giant car. I know there was a monster truck in the first game. But like, a house-sized car? Is he talking just like an RV? Because like, I've seen RVs before. And like, an RV, no offense, doesn't seem that interesting to power wash. It's very boxy. He's talking like a monster truck, slightly interesting to clean because it's got an interesting shape to it. But it's just a truck, you know, they're not that big. I mean, I have seen some large trucks, but not that big. And not big enough that I would call it house-sized, you know? Like, what kind of car could it... Is it a car? Is it like a semi-truck? An 18-wheeler? Okay, I'm concerned now because that one dinged, but I don't remember this one dinging. It did. That one, probably not, because I only cleaned one side of it. Didn't clean going in. Beautiful. Yeah, I can't wait to get enough money to upgrade my power washer. It's going to be so nice. Unless I'm committing to the bid again, which I might. I haven't decided if I'm committing to the bid either. I'll make a decision. Maybe part of me wants to just like do the upgrades, you know? Because I've never done that before. I've never played the game through the upgrades, and like a little bit of the novelty wears off. Like you don't really want to go back and redo all your levels because there's no huge point to doing it once you have the upgrades. But like, I would like the upgrades, and maybe it'll make the game. It will definitely make the last level go way faster than what I'm currently expecting. I don't even know what the last level of this game is going to be, but I just know, given the first game, how big that one was. It's gonna be a situation. And I don't know what it is yet, but I am expecting a very large clean. Gosh, was the house really one of the first things I power washed in the first game? That now seems like a little bit crazy to me. The house is so big, and I remember having so much trouble on it because I forgot that I could crouch. Like, it was early enough in the game that crouching as a mechanic wasn't, like, obvious to me. Because I had to go back through, like, the entire house and crouch and clean everything else. Come on, get the line. I know I'm bad at drawing lines. It's okay. There we go. This is way harder. I don't know why I thought that would be more fast. I don't know why. My brain was like, this will be a great idea. I'll just clean in this direction. No, I won't. That was way harder. It's probably the curvature. My goodness. The curvature. Big jump up here. You know, I probably don't have to move that far. I don't have the extender yet. This is my largest extension on this power washer, which I'm thankful for. But I do miss my long extension. And the trident. That was the biggest thing, is like, I want that trident. I guess playing through the whole game on the baby power washer makes more sense if you like also get the DLCs so that you can enjoy the big power washer through your DLCs. But I don't abide by this DLC nonsense. I think DLCs are silly. I do it this way. I mostly think DLCs are a ripoff, and I'm mad that the Pokemon games have gone the way of DLCs. I was totally fine with, like, going to GameStop to get additional Pokemon through codes and stuff like that. But to make them only available via DLC, terrible. Sparky. Of course, you know all about the Muckingham Merman appearing from nowhere deep in the desert and firing forth that blue beam of his day and night. Yes, I remember the Muckingham Merman. Tell me more, Parky. But what you might not know is that this bandstand has become a pulpit for every tin pot gas bag wanting to give their warm bake on what might have come from or what it might all mean. What it all might mean. Whoa. So you're telling me that just a bunch of people come here to talk about the merman. And that is why it's dirty? Because they're talking about the merman? Merman talk made it dirty? Which I guess makes sense. But I don't know. I don't know. All right, that should be the roof done at this point, which means I can hop on down. Yeet. And now start cleaning this way. Start on this section. I was wondering if I would be able to reach it from down here. I can. Nice. This one's going to be harder to clean because the ladder's in the way. Actually, can you put the ladder back on the floor on this game? Down. No. Fine. Go over there. Can't put the ladder back on the floor. Whoa. Couldn't do it in the first game either. Which is honestly my biggest gripe with why I try not to use the ladder, because then it just gets in the way. And I'm like, I would like the ladder to not be here anymore. But you can't. You can't just unchoose the ladder. I wish. I wish. I guess the only thing I might need the ladder again for is getting on top of the lights. But I can jump, and apparently I can jump high enough. If I jump from the inside railing. Should be able to do that just fine. I don't think that'll be a problem. Ooh, that was nice. Oh, those 3 dings in a row. Sounded beautiful. Those 3 dings in a row now make me question whether or not I've gotten 3 dings for every section I've done. I don't think I've gotten the ding for this section every time. Yes, yes, no. No. Definitely not. There we go. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. I was almost all the way around. Yeah, this is the problem is I start being like, I'm only going to clean this section, and then it's like, actually, it's easy to do this one and the one right below it. But then I haven't done that for the others, so then I have to go back and do it for the others. And I do this to myself a lot. And I should probably stop. Clean. Like right now, I think that one might ding. Yep. And I haven't done that on any of the other ones, so I'm gonna have to go back and make sure those all get clean. try to be thorough about it when I clean, you know? Sometimes it doesn't always work out. Gotta go back. At least in this game, I suppose, as opposed to real life, you can go back and, like, get them done real fast. Like, you know exactly what you were missing. Whereas, like, in real life, if you miss a spot, you miss a spot, and that's it, because it's only as good as your eyes are. That being said, I don't think that little spot in the wall that I missed really mattered all that much. Just putting it out there. I wish it dinged in real life. Oh, so satisfying. Are you kidding? I would love that. I think my brain kind of does that for me, like automatically, because I'm a psychopath. Because let me tell you, when I clean things, I feel so satisfied when I finish. A corbel is what this is called. Interesting. Just going around and getting all the corbels. To go around until I see the ladder again, then I know I'm done. All right, beautiful. Ooh, now for the dizzying part. The inside ceiling. I wish I could just like lie down on my back. That would make this way easier. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing. I need to imagine that I'm not cleaning a ceiling and that I'm cleaning like a rug, because looking up makes me dizzy, even in video games. I'm cleaning a rug. I'm looking down. I need to convince myself that that's true. It's like a giant bowl. Okay, now I'm questioning why the bandstand's roof is red. The rest of this is very like copper motif with the like green patina color copper stuff. But like that roof was red. And I don't know if I feel like it matches that much, I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe the floor of this is red too. I didn't look down. I feel like it just needs something to bring it all together, you know? Let's get closer to what I'm cleaning. Oh, it's a flower. I can't believe it took me that long to realize. It's a flower. Very pretty. Whoever designed the things in this game, both of these games, did a great job. I think they look wonderful. It's a flower. Parky's back. I guess they have a point, mind you. What, talking about the merman? What does the merman's beam even do anyway? I'm pretty sure we determined that it was helping Mount Rushless not to explode. Okay, a couple of years ago, it may have helped neutralize Mount Rushmore. Thank you. Thereby preventing an apocalyptic event. But what has it done since then? Perhaps continued to neutralize Mount Rushmore, thereby neutralizing the possibilities of any apocalyptic events. Volcanoes dormant will erupt. Volcanoes extinct will not erupt. And I think we've determined that Mount Rushmore is not extinct, considering the state of the sky during a few of those cleans. Come on, Parky. You gotta talk to some geologists. Or, like, remember, what is that, like 8th grade science? When do we learn about volcanoes in school? When do you guys do Earth and space science? Do they even do Earth and space science anymore? Is it just Earth science? Geology? Rotate. Some clean. School was a long time ago. Yeah. Don't remember. I feel like I remember so many things about my schooling so acutely. Like, I remember in the 7th grade I learned about life science. But I feel like I learned about, like, plate tectonics and volcanoes in, like, elementary school. Like, I feel like I was very young. But I guess I also have a leg up on that because I was a biology teacher for some time. So I kind of remember people's schooling a little bit better, but it's actually changed a lot since I was in school. I remember talking to some of my students and being like, don't you guys know this? And they're like, no. And I'm like, I learned that in the 5th grade. What's going on? And they didn't know. And that's just a thing that happens, I suppose. Do I have to be, like, sideways? Yeah, to clean the rest of those things. Okay, let's start sideways, maybe. And then... I don't know, because I have to do it sideways in both directions. I don't know if there's a good way to do that. Just to go all the way around pretty fast. I don't think there is. Oh, also I saw on the YouTube that apparently there were some new episodes of Taskmaster going around, a Tournament of Champions. Did I not clean this arch from the outside? I'm gonna jump out. Thank you. Can't jump back in. Gotta walk around. Actually, maybe I just check all the arches while I'm here. Might help. Down towards the lamps. Well, yeah, I saw Maisie Williams on some Taskmaster clips, which means that I might have some more Taskmaster to watch, which I'm excited about. I love Taskmaster. What a silly show. It's real fun to go back and watch, like, season 1 of Taskmaster, just to see how much the set has changed. Okay. Now this ladder's just getting in my way. Get out of here. Okay, I think I did all the arches. I think this is where I jumped out. I've started looking at other spots, so I'm not sure. Oh, what's up, Messy Bex? How you doing? Thanks for the follow. It's also why I know some people, someone once came onto my stream and they were like, I don't like it when the bot says stuff like, the bot is there because when the bot is there, it makes a sound, and I like the sound. I'm very sound motivated, apparently. Dings in Powerwash Simulator. Feels so good. I feel like you know what I need? I just need like an app on my phone that dings, that I could just push the button when I finish tasks. Oh, you're on this one too? Honestly, it's going by pretty fast, I will say. Like, finishing the gas station took me a while, but I feel like getting this one done, I'm like already halfway through. And I feel like I just started, which I'm like, can it be true? Did I just start? I don't remember. I'm trying to do it in a very particular order so that I can remember what I have and haven't cleaned. My goal is always to get to the end of the task without using the find dirt button or looking at the list. And that is rough. So usually when things have two sides, I like very intently try to clean from one perspective so that I can then finish up them on the other side, if that makes sense. But I'm also just a crazy person, so take it with a grain of salt. But honestly, I feel like this one's been going by pretty fast. I like it. I like the color scheme. I like the design on top, the shiny thing. Super shiny, super fun. It is the little bits that get you. I know when these things start dinging fast, I have to like start paying attention to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Think it's clean, and then the thing that gets me is also when I like stop listening out for the dings and I start just being like, yeah, that's clean, yeah, that's clean, because then I'll do like a wall and I'll be like, the wall is done. But then, as we just saw in the gas station, the wall was in fact not done, despite the fact that I couldn't see any bits on it, and I had to redo the entire wall again to find the one spot that was missing. I actually, oh gosh, if you played the first game in the subway station, cleaning the wall in the subway station was the bane of my existence. There was one wall that just would not ding. And it got to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it alone and hope I get it randomly some other time where I'm just like, you know, walking around all crazy with my power washer, because I leave my power washer on crazy mode. And I did eventually. And let me tell you, being like 5 miles away and the wall dinging abruptly was so satisfying to me, because I was like, I don't have to think about it anymore, thank goodness. But I went over that whole wall so many times, and it was so hard to tell what was clean and what wasn't clean, because it was all reflected. It was reflecting the glare from the other places, and thinking about that wall obviously still gets me a little riled up. But you know what? It's okay. We got through it. Everything's fine. Sometimes you just have to move on, and it'll happen when it happens. But yeah, the little bits and the big bits, the medium-sized bits are all okay with me. But the other ones will get you. You're on one that's just done. Oh, the fire station. The fire station on the first game. Let me tell you, it is, for me, playing through the first game was like a constant reminder of mechanics that I just like don't utilize a lot in video games, like crouching. I had to redo like the house and the fire station crouching, because I missed all of the undersides of things, because I was like, well, why on earth would I be crouching right now? And the answer is to clean the undersides of things, apparently. Ooh, okay. Oh, yeah. No, 100%. Yeah. co-op mode is a very valuable asset to this game. And to all my friends who play this game, whenever I like see them online play the game, I'm like, hey, if you need an assistant, let me know. Because I'm always down to power wash. I love power washing. I'll hop on anyone's game and just be like, it's power wash time. It is so much fun. But yeah, getting other people on the game, it's a good part. Although I will say, when I was like in a rush to finish the last level, so I played all of Power Wash Simulator 1 without upgrading my equipment because I'm psychotic. And I got to a point in the game where I was like, I need to finish this. We were like going to go on a trip somewhere. And I was like, I need to finish this before the trip or else it's like never going to get done. It's going to be like 2 weeks before I can get back to it. And so I was like, will you come power wash with me? And he was like, yeah, absolutely, of course. And he gets on to like, my boyfriend gets on to help me power wash. And then like immediately like, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go clean over here. And I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go clean over here. And we're in completely different spots of the map. And like 5 seconds later, I like glance over at his monitor and he is just playing with the gnome. And I was like, my dude, I thought we were trying to get this done. He was like, but the gnome. It was super silly and honestly what I expect. But I was like on a mission and he was like, I am playing with the gnome. We were on the pyramid. If you played the first game, there's a pyramid. No additional details. But we were on the pyramid and he was like, I'm taking the gnome to the top. And I was like, why? And he was like, I'm gonna do it. And I was like, okay. I was gonna put the gnome on the top of the pyramid at the end of the level, but he put the gnome at the top of the pyramid as soon as he found the gnome. And I was like, yeah, okay, that tracks for him. It makes sense, I guess. Okay, we cleaned, so all of this should be clean from the inside. Won't know if it's 100% clean until I get to the outside. So I'm gonna do the floor while I'm in here and then go outside to get the rest of the outside edges before I finish up the stairs. The outside also has a little lamps. I'm not looking forward to the lamps. Lamps usually have a lot of little bits on them. And it's the little bits, as previously mentioned. But also big bits. Floors. Looking at you. No, the floor is also teal. Okay, why is the roof red? Is there another part of this that's red somewhere? I feel like there needs to be more red. Just for like color balance purposes, you know? Oh, railings, yeah. Railings you have to do from like 3 different angles, and then you still probably miss something. Stairs and like ladders also, if you did the fire truck, the ladder on the fire truck is a nightmare. Just not as good at side to side today. What is this? There's a hatch? Why is there a hatch? Harper? Love how the bandstand has a hatch. Just in case the band are tanking and need a quick getaway. All right, Harper. I'll allow it. I'm like, what else is under the hatch? Underground Heidi's. I think it's more appropriate for if you're having like a surprise guest. Just make them stay under the hatch. Or is that giving like Taylor Swift at the Eras show vibes, where people pop out from under the stage? I feel like other artists have to do it too, but like, you know, back in the day when people used to just like walk onto the stage, now we can hide people. Turns out Harper had that covered the whole time in the bandstand. You just need a hatch, which is hilarious. I do like the idea, well, especially because the bandstand is like, you know, completely surrounded by stuff. Like you need a quick getaway, you go under, and then where do you go? There's a fence in the back. The only way out without a fence is there. Like you just hide under the stage. You're like, I'm done now. I'm going to hide here until everyone leaves. And then I'm going to go home. Seems absurd. Which I guess is like the point, but still. real life go into parks and look at bandstands? Oh yeah, for real. Be like, where's the secret door? I feel like I'm always looking for secret doors. Like, I'll like see something and I'll be like, that would be a good spot for a secret door. I think more places should have secret doors. Before I get to, I guess I can clean the stairs. I'm like, do I clean the stairs now or later? But I'm about to wrap the building, so maybe I clean the stairs now. Hop. Beautiful. All the crouching I forgot to do. See, this is the bad part of railings. Crouching. Hello, welcome, Nat. How you doing? We're here power washing, having a great time. Yeah, railings are a pain. There's so many facets to them. Beautiful. Excellent. I love cleaning things. Power Wash Simulator is so fun. I like cleaning things in real life too, honestly. It's satisfying. I actually have to do some cleaning for an art project I'm working on. And I am kind of excited just to clean it and be like, it's gonna look so nice when it's clean. See, right now I'm like, do I go around now and try to clean all of the railings from the inside, or do I trust that I will get it all from the outside? And I don't know the answer because I don't know if I do trust if I can get it from the outside. Maybe I do the insides first. I'll finish the stairs, then I'll do the insides, then I'll do the outsides. But like I'm already at 60%, 65%. Like we're running through this bandstand. Good Monday evening. Oh, you're way ahead of me in time zones. That's all right. It's always nice. I love seeing people from different time zones. It's like, I used to write fan fiction, and I used to have someone who would always leave a comment at like the same time every day. And I was like, this has got to be like your evening where you're like sitting down, winding down, and you're just chilling. And for me, it was like breakfast. So every breakfast, I would get like a little message from someone to be like, I'm reading your thing. And that's like this, but in real time. Ooh, look at all the stairs ring. You didn't ding. Thank you. Me aggressively at the stairs. Ding. Perfect. Oh, beautiful. Except for the whole outside. Oh, you woke up like you took a nap, or like, is that your like normal sleepy time? Are you a night shifter? Night shifting is one of those things I've considered. It sounds doable, I will say. Ooh. That sounds fun. Every time people start mentioning their work, I'm like, what do you do for work? Tell me about your jobs. I like want to know about people's day-to-day lives. It seems so interesting to me. Oh, because like, I only know my day-to-day life, and it's like mostly boring right now. Especially like, I'm looking for a new job at the moment, so like it's especially pretty chill. My goodness. There we go. Had to pause. Twitch auto mod has some random words in it that flag, and I'm like, Twitch auto mod, that is not a bad word. Calm down. Oh, honestly, the switch to new meds is also just super rough. I am so happy I'm not on any meds at the moment, but let me tell you, I do remember switching meds, and it was not a good time. I'm getting distracted. One direction at a time. One direction at a time. I have to learn from my mistakes. Trying to do the railings from 3 sides while I'm up here, and then I'll get the last side on the bottom. These railings are a pain. See, Monday's new 4 a.m. Goodness gracious. 5-mile run. Holy cow. I'm impressive. I'm impressive. No, you're impressive. That's so crazy. 5-mile run at 4 a.m. is insane. A gym workout, ice bath, shower, work at 9 a.m. Oh my gosh. What a lifestyle. Couldn't be me. I'm just like, I can't run. I like literally can't run. I can jog poorly. Jog poorly is my way to go. Oh yeah, 4 a.m. I'm definitely still in my bed. Sometimes I wake up at 4 a.m. and I'm like, oh, interesting, I'm awake now. And I'll either attempt to go back to sleep, which usually doesn't work. I don't know why I can't go back to sleep once I wake up, but I can. And then I'll either sit in bed and read a book, or I'll just get up and start doing things because I got something to do. Off for the holidays. Yeah, off for the holidays is always nice. Love that. Yes. Bex knows what I'm talking about. We sleep, Bex. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And let's see, on your Thursdays, cryotherapy. Cryotherapy sounds fascinating to me. I've never done it, and I don't even know what it is for, but it sounds fascinating. I assume something about the ice cold is good for you. But, like, I don't know. I haven't done the research. I don't know if it actually is or not. Oh, cupping treatment. I do know about cupping treatment. I have had that before. Did I just miss you guys? I'm sorry. Never cleaned these reels. Or those ones, apparently. Too distracted by a Nad waking up at 4 a.m. to go on a 5-mile run. Okay, those rails look good from the inside, and now work our way down. I don't even know how much of this I'll be able to cover from the outside, I'm gonna be honest. Because that's gonna be on top. We'll see. Freeze yourself in chamber is good for recovery. Interesting. I always thought, well, it depends, I guess, on the type of recovery. Like an ice bath situation to like soothe, I understand. But I feel like generally recovery in muscle is done by blood flow. And for blood flow, you want like a normal temperature or a higher temperature, not necessarily a lower temperature. But again, I don't know. I don't work in that field. So I have no idea. Did that one ding? Yes, okay. Gotta get mad at things for not dinging at me. The lamps are dinging from one direction, which I am here for. The top edge of the railing is a little hard to aim at. But the lamps are going smoothly. So if I can do lamps and the post behind them, this column, that puts me in a good spot. It just occurred to me that I should have done the top of the railings while I was inside as well. I'm going to have to return to do that. Because I think I got the undersides of them done. We'll see. I'm almost back to the front. Beautiful. Love getting that post done. Yes. Does sound fun. I know, I didn't finish reading about your day. Once a month cupping treatment. Oh, yeah. I've done cupping treatment before. I have kind of a consistent issue with my feet. And occasionally, if I go to the physical therapist for it, they're like, do the cupping to help blood flow or something for your legs into your feet because the problem with your feet is in your calves. I don't know. I'm not a physical therapist. I know approximately how my body works, but not in that much detail. Do this, get the front. Oh, this is all an under situation? No? Is this banister longer than I expect or dirtier than I expect? Oh, from behind? It's attached? It was attached. Oh, it's the whole thing. The whole thing is the banister? This is also the banister? I don't know how stairs work. I know approximately how stairs work. You eat clean and healthy, nice. And then cheat day on Saturday, nice. I'm always here for cheat days, except for I like to bake. So I have cheat days whenever I get in a mood for baking, which thankfully isn't often, or else I would have cheat days all the time. But like right now, I made a ton of sugar cookies on Christmas. They're small. They're small sugar cookies. But let me tell you, basically every time I walk into the kitchen, I'm like, I gotta have another cookie. They're so good. They're delicious. I love cookies, which is why I don't make them that often, or else I eat them all, which is a problem. Except for like when I bake, then I'm like, no, I deserve this because I made them. And because I made them, I should get to eat all of them. But unfortunately, that's not what my body thinks, so. Oh, well, look at these footprints. Are those my footprints? Probably not. They've been there the whole time. Cleaning this floor is going to be a disaster. Oh, well, that's a problem for me later. I did do the tops of these, well, mostly. Time to leave a bunch of scattered lines on the floor while I try to spot clean the tops of these guys. Well, that's okay. Thanks. Walk around. Ice bath benefits like faster muscle recovery, reduced inflammation, improved circulation, enhanced mental health. How does an ice bath improve your mental health? Like, I'm genuinely curious because like I do sometimes like, I don't know, end showers with cold because I'm like, it feels good, but I'm not ever like thinking like this is going to do great for my anxiety. Although maybe that's a me problem. I don't know. I don't know half of the things going on in my head. I've also like never studied psychology more than taking a couple classes in college. Makes your mind focus and helps you concentrate on your breathing. Is that because like you're cold and you have to concentrate on your breathing for like oxygen purposes? Because that makes sense to me. Okay, I appear to have gone almost all the way around on this side. That's crazy. You know, Nad, you live a crazy lifestyle, but honestly, full support. A+. Good job. It sounds like you're doing great. And it's one of those things where my brain is like, I would like to do that. I wouldn't. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I want to be healthier, broadly speaking, but I don't want to do that. That sounds less fun to me. The balustrade is this whole thing? Is this whole thing? Okay, so I need to get pretty far down to get a ding. Not that. Okay, so just the top part. But like, I might as well go down all the way. Gosh, that's so much to clean before like you know you've done the whole thing. Got the ding. Like the foundation is also this whole thing. That's so much. Get into the ice bath. Think of a warm place. I'd hope so. Breathe in and out slowly. 5 minutes in the ice bath is crazy. It's one of those things where my brain's like, I could do it. But like I could do it depending on, I guess, how approximately cold the water is. Like I grew up next to a pretty cold ocean and I could run into that ocean no problem. I wouldn't be happy about it sometimes, but usually it meant that I then get to spend the day at the beach, so it was pretty chill. And I know that's not the same thing at all, but that's what my brain is comparing it to for some reason. That water was so cold. That was some of the coldest ocean I've been in. I gotta slow down. I'm going crazy. And that dandelion fluff was freaking me out. Thought I had to clean it. I didn't. It was just a dandelion. Yeah, my horizontal lines today are not what I'm used to. Game? Okay. The game just got stuck for a little while. Don't know what that was about. Everything is fine. Is 2 better than 1? It depends on like what you're into the game for, honestly. As far as like functionality goes, very much similar in like, you know, gameplay. You do have slightly more toys to play with in 2. No spoilers if you haven't gotten to any of those levels yet. But those do make it just like more interesting. So far, I have not yet found a way to fall off the map in 2, which I did do in 1, and I would like to do again. So I'm gonna try. What else do we have? Oh, you have cats? You have cats in 2, and the cats are so far present in almost every level, and you can pet them. So the first thing I do when I enter a level is try to find my cats and give them a nice pet because they deserve it and they're the best. If you're in it for the plot and you don't read that fast, your text messages are completely inaccessible. Like after, before, during your playthrough. Like I have no idea how I'm supposed to go back and read any of my text messages. And that is a problem. I would like to be able to read them. What else do we got? You still have upgrades. There's slightly more customization. You have like a storefront now, so you get to decorate your storefront, and that's fun. Although I will say so far, most of the decoration options are pretty mismatch, which is a situation. The text on 1 on the shoe lady. Yes, the text messages are so fun. And I loved, like, I missed a lot of it when I was first playing the game because I was like, people are messaging me, but I was like so focused on power washing. I didn't read most of my text messages. I'm going to be honest with you. And then I started streaming Powerwash Simulator 1 like halfway through playing the game. And someone came into chat and they were like, hey, you need to read all of your text messages because they saw me miss one. And I was like, are they important? And he was like, yes. So he kind of demanded I go back and read all of them. So one day I went back and I reread all my text messages. There's so much plot in Powerwash Simulator 1 text messages that I am now like looking for in Powerwash Simulator 2. I've gotten a little bit of it. But I think so far I'm only at the point in the game where there is a little bit of plot. Like they haven't really developed a huge amount. But the few details that are there, like, are there. And I've caught those ones, which is nice. So that's been good for me personally. But yeah, following up on the text messages is crazy. Oh, also in Powerwash Simulator 2, there is a group chat. So occasionally you get messages like just you, and occasionally you get messages as part of like the group chat you're part of, which I think is hilarious. The stuff that went on in that group chat was crazy. Just a whole situation. My goodness. My goodness. Come on, Twitch. Be nice to people. Did the Hansel and Gretel one? I'm like, whoa, yes. Oh my gosh, they're so funny. Like, the writers of this game, like, you wouldn't think that there's so much writing in a game that's just Powerwash Simulator. The writing was very well done. The puns are always, like, on point. And, like, I just feel like they did a very good job. Sometimes I also, like, well, before, when I went through and reread all the text messages, I would go through and admire like the writing and like how they're telling the story that way, because I thought it was very interesting. But in this game, and also in the first one, sometimes I would just pause and like check out the landscape, see all the other like little things people have designed. Like this game, you may have noticed floating around on my screen are all these like falling leaves and dandelions and occasionally insects that I always mistake for things that I'm supposed to power wash. And I'll like see something out of the corner of my eye and then try to hit it, which is fun. Despite the fact that it's, you know, not expected probably most of the time. But yeah, there was also, on the last level that I was power washing, the whole time this guy was telling me about a thing. And then it didn't happen, and let me tell you, anticlimactic as hell. But now I'm like, is it going to come back later? Like, is it going to be like a little call out later that people are going to talk about? Because I'm here for that. So lots of differences between the two games. I will say I would like to read my text messages again. Powerwash Simulator 2, if you could give me an update for that, please. I would appreciate that, because I want to know what people are saying. Also, I want to read like the group chat messages in order. Because I feel like there's so much in that group chat that like I've just missed because I don't remember what was in it before. So, like, being able to see the whole group chat would be very nice. People have said they're broken. There's no place. Like, I can't even remember where in the functionality the text messages were located. But I can't find it. And I thought I would be able to, because I certainly knew where to find it in Powerwash Simulator 1. Oh my gosh, we did it. We did it. Got to the end, what I think is the end, and what the game thinks is the end. I missed a column, which is a problem. I have to go back and find the one column I missed. I hope it's this one. It's not this one. Shoot. Okay. And then we just do the floor and we're done. Oh, that's always goals for me. I always want it to be that the very last thing. It's this one. It's the first one on this side. It's probably on the inside. When I was jumping around and doing the top. It's probably that. Thank you. I was like losing my mind looking for this spot. Yes. All right, just the floor now. I always find doing floors so satisfying. I don't know why. I just like zone out and get the floors done. I love doing the floors. Just like seeing the clean lines. I had someone, they visited last stream, who gave me like a hack to be like, do the floors faster this way. And yes, it is faster, but it's so much less satisfying to me that I just prefer to do it like this. I don't know. They had so many good tips for like getting large areas clean fast. And let me tell you, when I was doing the pyramid, it helped so much. But for floors, there's just something I love about like watching them get zapped clean in like straight lines. Except for you, ladder, gonna ruin everything. Because I can't put you back on the floor. I wish I could just put the ladder back on the floor. I'm done with you. You don't need to be here anymore. When I played Powerwash Simulator 1, I would like very intentionally leave the level and then come back so that the ladder or whatever I had moved wouldn't be attached to my building anymore. I would just be like, get out of here. Now I have to like clean around your legs. Eh. And also it's good to like focus for me and like these nice clean lines to do the floor because I'll miss a spot and I don't wanna. So let's go. Yeah, the ladder, man. The ladder is just like a problem. Let me put you down. I will say in one of the new toys that you get in this game, which you get pretty early on, I will say. I've already played with it, and I don't think I'm that far in the game, but who knows? You can put it back on the floor, and I was like, they fixed it. Everything is better now, except for now I can't put this ladder back on the floor. So obviously, it was just a change they made for their new toy and not for their old toys, which is so sad. If you move it now, you're going to have marks where it was. Am I? Hold on. Fuck. Go get somewhere else. No. It's no marks. We're good. Also, if you guys play Powerwash Simulator, I need your opinion on locked cam versus like this cam. Because this, to me, is the best. I want my camera in one spot while I clean. People who clean like this, I think are crazy. Which I know, like, you know, you do you, man. But, like, at the same time, I'm like, I could never. Wait, do you clean like me or not like me? I move my mouse, well, also I play on PC. So, like, I move my mouse so fast that I'm like, if my camera was locked and my whole thing was moving with my power washer, like, that would drive me insane. I would go crazy. I would, like, actually go crazy. Because I have friends who play that way, and I'm like, how? Because I move my mouse like a madman. Yeah, right? Okay, it's not just me. I get massive headaches playing, like, first-person shooters, so that's part of the problem. Powerwash Simulator got to be the best first-person shooter out there. Not a shooter. Actually, shoot? Maybe? Maybe it's a shooter, technically? I'm moving up in the ranks. I can hit targets with a power washer. Oh my gosh, what if I just play modded first-person shooter games, but like I have a power washer instead of a gun? That would be so fun for me. I think that would be great. Okay. Enjoy your food, although I will tell you, I am heading out probably after I finish this because my boyfriend just got home and he needs my assistance with something. So we have to go run errands. So I will have to disappear as well. But I'll probably be back tomorrow if you want to come chill. We'll have a good time. We can hang out and figure out what we're power washing next. Maybe I'll decorate. You can see some of those mechanics. But I will have to go soon too. So if you don't come back before I'm gone, have a great day. Enjoy your night. And drink water. I don't know. Everyone should drink water. Water's good for you. See, I'm like, is that really 4% though? Is there a floor I missed somewhere? I guess it just ticked up to 97, so maybe it is 3%. Maybe it is 3%. Ah, look at those lines. So nice. And we're so close to the end. It's gonna happen. All done. I guess the red kind of complements the flowers on the bottom, which is nice. All right. Time lapse. You can see the spot I missed. Beautiful. Dirt Finder, Indian Hornsman, you've done an incredible job. It never ceases to amaze me how something as persistent as dirt is shifted by something as wishy-washy as water. By the way, don't forget to book Ulysses in for her festival hat fitting. You know the cat's the star of the show. I will. Ulysses is my cat. So part of this, we'll just do this real fast because I want to pet my cats again, you have a home base, you have a business front, your storefront, and your cats are here. So this is Ulysses. Beautiful. And this is Bubbles. And this is Squeak. And Squeak and Bubbles are Ulysses' kittens. Ulysses is female. And she's so cute. So far I have found them, I think on all except... No, I think I found them on all of them so far. Except for I couldn't interact with 2 of them on one map. Like they were outside the bounds of the map, and that made me sad. Also, look at my like cat Squishmallow. The best. I'm gonna have to go obtain an orange cat Squishmallow. You have an office with some pictures and stuff. I haven't been checking out the board. I wonder if... I think new things have popped up here because there's this thing about the gems getting stolen, and I think that happened while I was power washing. So I'm gonna have to compare this board to the first time, but like you got like books and stuff. This is where you can go replay any levels. And then downstairs you're allowed to decorate. And here's my decoration so far. I have this weird tree lamp, this hexagon table, this other table, a guitar. I don't know why I have a guitar, but I have a guitar. This rug and this very interesting couch. So once you get stuff from your shop's over here, furniture, you must clean them and then you can place them in your shop, which I will do probably tomorrow because as aforementioned, I have to go run some errands. So let's go say hi to Ulysses one more time. Also, everyone knows Ulysses because Ulysses used to be the cat of our mayor, Jefferson the 13th or something like that. I forgot who our mayor was. But apparently when all the cats vanished out of Power Wash Simulator 1, the mayor then didn't like readopt his cat when it came back. So it's mine now. I adopted his cat. And now he wants his cat back, which is one of the main contentious points of this game. And if I have any say in it, I am keeping Ulysses. This is my cat now. And her kittens. Like, you can't separate her from her kittens. That would, you know, okay, I'm getting way too into this. Sorry. It's okay. But we'll do some decorating next time and get some more power washing done. But I have to go on an adventure. We have quests to complete. All right, everyone. You guys have a great day. Enjoy whatever plans you may have. Enjoy whatever food you may eat. And don't forget to drink water. Goodbye!